Hello everyone. So this video lesson is all about simple, ordinary, and exact interest. So here let us define first or differentiate what is the difference, of course, of this ordinary and exact interest. So the time in interest is always expressed in years, right? So, however, there are some problems, okay, na ang pinu-provide nila ay yung number of days. So, therefore, we have to convert them into years, right? Kasi nga, di ba, yung sa interest natin, when we are computing interest, it should be in terms, the time should always be in terms of years. So, if ever the days, the number of days is given, okay, in a particular problem, we have to, of course, convert them also into years. Okay, so ano yung ginagamit natin kapag days, okay, or number of days yung binibigay sa isang problem? So, ito yon. Diyan na papasok yung ordinary at saka yung tinatawag natin na exact interest. Okay? Pag sinabi nating ordinary, ina-assume natin na sa isang taon meron tayong 360 days. Okay? So, saan nakuha yung 360 days na yan? Okay? Ina-assume natin, okay, na in a month meron tayong 30 standard days. Okay, so 30 days yon. So we have 12 months, right? So 30 times 12, kaya nakuha yung 360 days in a year na yan. Okay, yun yung ordinary, okay, interest. So ordinary interest, okay, is used by default, okay, should there be no specific kind of interest, okay, is stated in the problem. So ibig sabihin, kapag walang naka-state mismo sa problem, okay? For example, tinatanong lang yung interest, okay? What is the interest, ganito, ganyan, sa problem, okay? At saka ang given ay number of days, ang gagamitin ninyo ay yung tinatawag natin na ordinary interest. So, later makikita ninyo yung formula, okay? So, again, sa ordinary interest, ina-assume natin na 360 days ang meron sa isang taon. Okay? Then, ginagamit yung ordinary interest kapag walang naka-state. Okay? Walang naka-state sa problem kung ordinary ba or exact. Okay? Automatic yon, ordinary ang gagamitin ninyong formula. Okay? Then, kapag exact naman, okay, we are assuming that there are 365 days in a year. So, kompleto. Kaya siya tinawag na exact. Okay? Tsaka dito sa exact, gagamitin nyo lang siya kapag exact interest mismo yung tinatanong sa problem. Okay? Kapag wala kayong nabasang what is the exact interest, ganon, ang gagamitin ninyo ay yung ordinary. Okay? So, madalas yung ordinary, ginagamit siya sa mga bangko. Parang ganun. Okay? They are assuming that there are 360 days in a year. Okay? So, let's see the difference of the formula of the two. Okay? So here, ito yung formula niya. Same na same lang sa formula ng simple interest natin, which is simple interest is equal to PRT. Okay? Though, yung time lang yung medyo may konting yun, pagbabago. Kasi nga, di ba yung time natin ay in terms of years. So pag ang tinatanong ay ordinary interest, gagamitan natin siya ng formula na ito, yung first, okay? Gagamitan natin siya ng formula na ito, which is the interest, okay, or ayan, interest is equal to P times R, o principal, tapos rate, and then yung, ito, so may parenthesis tayo dyan, syempre unahin nyo muna ito, okay? Number of days given doon sa problem over 360, kasi nga ordinary interest yung hinahanap natin. Okay? Same lang sa exact interest. Mapapalitan lang yung sa baba. Kasi nga, 'di ba? Ina-assume natin sa ordinary na 360 days meron sa isang taon. Sa exact interest naman, merong 365 days sa loob ng isang taon. Okay? So, yun lang yung kaibahan niya. Pero, yun nga, same na same lang din talaga dito sa formula ng simple interest natin. Okay? So, let's, to fully understand, let's have examples. So, here's the first example. So, in here, find the ordinary interest paid on a 50,000 pesos loan at 12% interest rate for 300 days. So, yung 50,000 natin dyan, okay, i-identify natin yung given, ito yung principal amount. Okay? Then, the 12% there is our rate, and then the 300 days there is our time. So, dito, okay, minention, okay, ordinary interest. So, ang gagamitin natin is yung ordinary interest na formula. Kasi given yung 300 days. So, yung time natin ay in terms of days siya. So, isulat natin, interest, okay, or lagyan natin ng I sub O para ma-identify siya na ordinary interest. So, I sub O is equal to PR times, okay, the time given, okay, so, okay, number of, isulat ko na lang dito, number of days, okay, yung given dyan, over yung 360, kasi nga ordinary siya. Okay, then, let's just substitute all the given. So, ordinary interest is equal to 50,000, okay, times, our rate is 12%. If we're going to convert that into decimal, move 2 decimal places to the left. So, the decimal point of a whole number is always nasa dulo. Okay, so 1, 2, so it will be 0.12 or 0.12. So, 0.12 times, okay, at ilan na ulit yung given number of days dyan? 300 over 360. So, if you're going to solve this one manually, unahin nyo muna itong nasa parenthesis. Okay? Always follow the Jamdas rule. Okay? And then, ayun na siya. So, ilan yung, pwede nyo siyang i-direct na i-calculator lahat-lahat. Okay? So, if you're going to solve that, okay, ordinary interest is equal to, ang magiging answer natin dyan ay 5,000 pesos. Okay, so ito na yung sagot. Okay? So, you can check this by solving na lang dyan sa end ninyo. You can solve via scientific calculator or manually. Okay? So, the answer here, the ordinary interest is 5,000 pesos. Next, let's proceed with the second example. So, Michael's father had borrowed 50,000 pesos from the bank and the rate of interest was 5%. So, what would the ordinary interest be if the amount is borrowed for 245 days? Okay? So, in here again, the question is what is the ordinary interest? So, let's identify the given. We have 50,000 pesos as our principal or original amount. Then our rate would be 5%, and then the time is 245 days. Okay, so let's use the ordinary interest formula. So, ordinary interest is equal to PR times, okay, the number of days over, again, 360. Okay, then what's next? Let's just substitute. Okay, so ordinary interest is equal to 50,000 times, what is the rate? We have 5. Kaya, paano siya i-convert into decimal? Move 2 decimal places to the left. Okay, 1, 2. So, magiging 0.05. So, 0.05 times the quantity of how many the number of days there given, we have 245 days over 360, since again we are asked to find the ordinary interest. Okay, then let's proceed. So, we have the ordinary interest is equal to, if you're going to calculate that, okay, again, if you're going to calculate that manually, follow the Jamdas rule. So, mauuna itong, okay, mauuna ito if gagamit kayo or i-solve nyo siya manually. Pero if you're going to use a scientific calculator, you can directly input this given. Okay? So, if you're going to solve for that, the answer you will get would be, okay, this one, wait lang. Nawawala yung pen ko. So, the answer that you will be getting is, okay, for a while, medyo nawawala yung pen. Ayan. Okay, the answer that you will be getting would be ito, 1,701.388. Ayan, continuous siya. Okay? Or you're going to round off na lang, get 2 decimal ano lang, point lang. So, we have 1,701.39. So, ito na yung final answer ninyo. Okay? Ni-round off lang natin kasi ano siya, repeating. Okay? Repeating and non-terminating decimal. So, ayan. So, this will be our ordinary interest for this problem. Okay? Let's have another example. So, this time, we have to find the exact interest, okay, paid on a 50,000 pesos loan at 12% interest rate for 300 days. So, again, it's just the same sa kaninang ginawa natin. Papalitan lang natin yung assume number of days per year dito. So, kung kanina 360 days or 360 over 360 yung ginamit natin, dito gagamitan natin siya ng 365 days. Okay? So, first, let's identify the given. So, 50,000 here is our principal amount. 12% is our rate. Okay? And then the 300 days, of course, that is our time. So, the formula, exact interest, so ilagay lang natin E para ano lang siya, ma-identify lang siya as exact. Okay? Exact interest or I sub E is equal to PR times, okay, the number of days, yung time natin, the number of days over, the number of days over 365. Again, bakit 365 yung ginamit natin this time? Kasi nga ang tinatanong ay exact interest. Okay? So, ginagamit ang exact interest kapag sinabi na exact interest. Okay? Pag ordinary interest, ayan, kapag walang na-mention or mismong na-mention na ordinary interest, of course. Okay? So, going back, ayan, i-substitute lang natin yung mga given. So, exact interest is equal to what is our P? We have 50,000 times our rate is 0.12 kasi 12% if you're going to convert that into decimal, okay, that is 0.12. Nag-move lang tayo. Okay? So, 0.12, huwag niyong kakalimutan yan kasi yung iba, hindi na nila nako-convert, iba yung lalabas. Okay? 12 lang mismo nilalagay. So, mali yun. Dapat 0.12 if you're going to solve it like this. Okay? Then, times, the number of days is 300, yung given dyan, over 365. So, if you're going to solve that, you will get 4,931.506. Okay, so non-terminating, non-repeating din to. So, yung final answer ninyo, i-round off na lang into 2 decimal place. So, that would be 4,931.51. Okay? So, ito na yung magiging exact interest natin. Okay? So, 4,931.51. You can try solving it. Okay? To check. Okay? So, that's for number 3. Next, for number 4, again, we have to calculate the exact interest, okay, given that the principal amount is 750,000 pesos, okay, interest rate of 6% for 280 days. So, ito yung P again, ito yung rate natin, at ito yung time natin. Okay, so let's just use again the formula. So, exact interest is equal to PR, okay, number of days given, okay, over, since exact interest siya, 365 days yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so, exact interest is equal to 750,000 times our rate is 6%. I-convert mo siya into decimal is 1, 2. So, magiging 0.06. Okay, 0.06. Okay, times the number of days given is 280 over 365. So, if you're going to compute that, you will get 34,520.547. Okay, that is continuous also. That is non-terminating decimal. So, let's just round it off, okay, into 2 decimal places. So 34,520.55. So approximately we have 34,520.55 pesos as exact interest for this problem. Okay? Then, for the last example, Jewel borrowed 2,500 pesos for 540 days at 10% interest rate. So, find how much the difference between the exact and ordinary interest. So, dito, of course, okay, ang tinatanong sa atin, ang pinaka-tinatanong ay kung ilan yung difference between exact and ordinary interest. So, ang gagawin natin dito, kailangan natin syempre i-compute yung exact at ordinary. Saka natin mahanap yung difference, okay? Or yung pagitan, or kung ilan ba yung lamang nung dalawang yun, ordinary and exact interest. So, first, let us find the ordinary interest, okay? So, ordinary interest is equal to PR times, okay, the number of days over, gamitin natin, ordinary siya, so 360. Okay, so, ayan, let's substitute. So, yung 2,500 dyan, yan yung principal amount. 540 days is the time given, and then the 10% is our rate. So, P is 2,500 times, the rate is 0.10 or 0.1 times, okay, so 540 days yung given over 360. Okay, so if you're going to solve that, ang makukuha ninyo dyan ay 375 pesos. So, yan yung ordinary interest natin. Okay? Ngayon, let's proceed with the exact interest. So, same lang, pero yung number of days lang yung mababago dun sa baba. So, number of days over dito naman 365. Okay? So, 365 naman yung gagamitin natin. So, we have 2,500 as our principal amount times 0.10, yan yung interest natin, times the number of days is 540 over 365. So, we have exact interest is equal to, ang makukuha nyo dyan ay 369.8630. Okay, that. So, non-terminating siya. So, i-round off na lang natin. Magiging 369.86 siya. Okay, ni-round off lang natin. So, ibig sabihin, meron na tayo, nakuha na natin, yung ordinary interest natin ay 375 pesos. Tapos, yung exact interest natin is 369.86. So, para malaman or para mahanap natin yung mismong tanong, which is find how much the difference between yung difference daw nung dalawa, okay, i-minus lang, okay, pag-subtractin lang natin silang dalawa. So, ang mangyayari dyan, 375 pesos minus 369.86. Okay, so since wala dyan, 0, 0 yan, so this will become 10, this will become 9. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay, then since ayan, humiram ka dyan, Okay, this will become 4. Okay, since 0 yung nandyan, so automatic, hiram ka rin dito. Then, we have 6. So, 4 will become 14. So, 14 minus 9 is 5. So, ibig sabihin, okay, the difference between the exact and ordinary interest is approximately 5 pesos and 14 centavos. Okay, approximately 5 pesos and 14 centavos. Okay, so yun lang kung paano kunin yung um, exact and ordinary interest. So, i-recap ko lang again, ginagamit yung ordinary interest, okay, kapag nakalagay mismo sa problem, yung tanong na what is the ordinary interest at kung walang nakalagay. Walang specific na nakalagay sa problem kung ordinary ba or exact. Automatic ang gagamitin niyo doon ay ordinary. Parang default siya. Okay, ordinary. Okay, pero yung exact naman ginagamit siya kapag ang mismong tanong ay what is the exact interest. Ganon. Okay? So, again, alin yung default doon? Yung ordinary. Pag walang na-mention sa problem, automatic ang gagamitin ninyo yung ordinary. Okay? So, that's all for this video lesson. I hope you understand. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you!